If you have a Canon inkjet printer that is printing blank pages, meaning that your black or color ink is not printing, then stay tuned, you won't want to miss this video. Hey, what is going on? The printer guy here, and in this video I'm going to be showing you step by step how to actually fix the problem of printing blank pages, or if you're missing any color. Let's say you're missing one color or all the colors, it doesn't matter. This video is going to help you solve that problem. Now this is for all Canon inkjet printers, all the way from the older MG models all the way up to the Canon G series tank printers. There's the GX in between there. There's also the Canon Pixma, the GX, the MG, the TS, and the TR. All of those and many more models are going to be compatible with the instructions in this video. Now, if this video ends up being helpful, please make sure to like the video. Any questions at all, comment below. And if you want more content like this, please make sure to subscribe. Also, there will be product links to some different products I'll end up talking about along the way in this video. Now, it's really important to understand, if you have a Canon laser printer, the instructions in this video will not apply to a laser printer. This is exclusively for Canon inkjet printers. Now, the reason why you're printing blank pages is because your print head has become clogged. There are several reasons why a print head becomes clogged. One is usually when you're not using the printer enough, or if you're using it a lot. There's also a maintenance box included in some newer Canon printer models. And so we'll talk about that at the end of the video. But what I want to talk about now is a three-step process, or a three-tiered cleaning process that starts out with the lowest level of cleaning all the way to the highest level of cleaning. Now you're going to move through the cleanings from 1 to 3, but if, for example, the problem is solved at level 1 cleaning, then you have solved the problem and there's no need to move forward with any additional cleaning. Now, there are so many different Canon inkjet printer models, and there's some different print heads. I'm going to try my best to cover all the different print head types that you would come across here in this video. I do have 3 primary ones. Some print heads are removable, some are not, and so we really just need to take an approach of a general application. I do have many specific videos for specific printer models showing you how to use a cleaning kit. That comes at the end. That's level 3 cleaning. So for now, if you fix the problem between now and level 2, then that's great. You don't have to move forward. But if you're moving to level 3, you'll want to check out the playlist down in the description below. Also, there will be product links for printer ink and for maintenance boxes. All right, so cleaning level number 1 is performing a print head cleaning in the settings, going to maintenance, and then finding print head cleaning. That should be an option that pops up. And now if you're using a mobile device, you can do something similar: settings, maintenance, and print head cleaning. Now you're going to select OK, and you're going to move on with a print head cleaning. So you're doing a print head cleaning one time, and you're going to see if any of your color returns. Now, a good rule of thumb with the print head cleanings is that you can do a maximum of 10 of these before you have to move on to the next cleaning cycle. And that is because this is a process that takes time. There is ink that potentially is now moving through the system, and so that may take between 1 to 10 times. Mid-range 5, maybe at 5 you end up stopping because you kind of need to move forward and you need a quicker cleaning and you want to get your printer running quicker. But if you have some time, go all the way up to 10. If you don't have much time, stay at 5. A very minimum of 1, really at 1. You should give it another couple times before you give up on the print head cleaning. This is the easiest cleaning in this 3-step process. Now moving on, we move into deep cleaning. Now deep cleaning is going to use a little bit more pressure, pushing ink into that print head a little stronger. There's also, along with deep cleaning, and kind of goes along with it, is an ink flush. Ink flush will kind of do the same thing and will push ink back into the system. This you can do 2 to 3 times. You don't really want to go past that because there's a lot of ink consumed. Now, really quickly, I do need to mention, when you're performing these cleanings, and really at any step in this process, you'll want to make sure that your ink is totally full. If your ink is not full, you'll want to stop the process now, and you'll want to make sure you either have new ink cartridges or your ink tanks are totally full with ink bottles. This is also a good time to mention the maintenance box. On some Canon models, especially the newer ones, the tank printers, there is something called a maintenance box. Now check if yours has this. It's a quick Google search. Type in your specific printer model and follow that up with maintenance box in the search tab, and you should be able to see whether your printer has a maintenance box or not. Now, if there is a maintenance box on your specific model, then you will want to swap it out, because when these maintenance boxes get full, that is where there are some problems with ink flow, and once you're able to swap that out with the new one, that is going to help resolve this problem. Alright, so if you have done step 1 and step 2 and still are not seeing any results, so that means that there's no ink printing on the page, then you will want to move up to step 3. Step 3 is doing a manual cleaning with a print head cleaning kit. There are different types of print heads on the Canon models. There are the newer print heads that can be cleaned with a print head cleaning kit. There are the older models. Some of them are removable, some of them are not removable. They're kind of just in place, and you'll have to work on it within the printer. But it's really nice when you have a print head that you're able to remove, put into a container, and actually are able to do a cleaning, which is basically a flush. So basically you're taking a cleaning kit, you are filling a syringe with cleaning fluid, and then you're using some attachments. Really, it varies with the different print head that you have, what attachments you will need to use to get that syringe to be attached to the print head nozzle, and you are cleaning each one of those colors. Now, if you're only missing one color, you're really only going to need to focus on that one color. But if you have multiple colors or you're printing blank pages, that means that none of your colors are working, then you'll have to do a general cleaning. And so what you're doing with this cleaning solution is you are pushing it through whichever colors you need to, and really I would just do a general cleaning so that you make sure that when you're doing this cleaning, because it's difficult to access and because of, you have to go through a whole process, you might as well clean all of the nozzles, because that can be a lot more effective. Again, there is a specific repair playlist on this channel with specifically Canon printer models that you can search up your specific printer model, and it will show you specific instructions. If it's not your exact model, you're really just looking for your specific print head type, because if it's the same print head type, you can use the same instructions. If it's a similar printer model, as long as the print head is the same, then you can use those instructions. Alright, so that is the last level of cleaning that you would need to do with your Canon inkjet printer in order for it to not print blank pages anymore, but actually print ink on the page. If you were missing one color, two colors, or all of the colors, this should have the same effect. Now, there will be a link down in the description below for the cleaning kit that I mentioned, but I highly recommend that you check out that playlist as well. That's going to be down there so that you can search for your specific printer model. There should be a search bar within that playlist so that you're able to search up your specific model. Again, doesn't have to be the exact same printer model, but if you have the same print head, which all you would need to do is remove the ink from your print head or print a page, unplug the printer, and then take a look at what the print head looks like, and then get a picture of it, look for it online, look for a similar model to it. Really, you're looking for a similar setup when it comes to the print head carriage. Okay, so really you're starting with level 1, moving all the way up to level 3. Hopefully at level 1 you're able to solve the problem, because you won't really have to have much money invested. Really, I would say though, generally you do want to make sure to buy new ink regardless, because a lot of times this problem comes because low ink, running the printer with low ink, and sometimes the system won't indicate that you have low ink, but you do have low ink. You'll just have to check it manually. So if you have cartridges, you'll want to remove them and shake them so that you can see if there's ink in there, and you'll get a good idea by doing that, because the system, sometimes the ink will be so low and it won't indicate that there is low ink. So you'll have to check that yourself. Now, with the newer Canon tank printers, it's very easy to see when you have low ink right on the front of the printer, so that makes it really convenient. I would say even if you're at 50% or halfway through your ink, I would top that off before you start any of these cleaning processes. Again, make sure to check out your maintenance box. If your Canon printer model has a maintenance box, make sure you have full ink and go through this process. This may take several days. It's not going to be a quick process, but it is better than just jumping the gun and throwing the printer out and buying a new one. It is worth trying to fix it, because it is an easy fix if you have some time on your hands. If you have no time on your hands and you need to start printing tomorrow, I would recommend at least getting another printer temporarily while you work on this printer. But if you do have a few days of a buffer, you really do want to set that time aside to begin this process, because those cleaning cycles take time. When you go up to doing a manual cleaning with the cleaning kit, you do need to have some time set aside so that you're able to do the entire process of the cleaning, and you do want to to have some patience with it because you can't really rush this along. Now within level 3, there's a mixture in there of level 1 and 2 as well. So you're using all of these cleaning steps within level 3. And so that's important to note. But you'll see that in the video that you end up watching for the specific printer model that you have. Alright, so that's really all I have for today. I really hope this video ended up being helpful. If it was, please make sure to like the video. Any questions at all, comment below. And if you want more content like this, please make sure to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time. Thank you so much for watching until the end of this video. I handpicked 2 videos that are here on the screen for you to watch next. Also consider subscribing to this channel. There's so much helpful content for you if you're a printer owner, and it's just good to have a resource like this for you in the future, whether you're dealing with a printer that's not printing well or you need more printer recommendations. So I look forward to seeing you again in another video.